Hello everyone, my name is Sana Shafat. I'm a graduate student of CUNY School of Professional Studies, majoring in Industrial and Organizational Psychology. Today I will be talking about the research study on impact of race on job satisfaction and motivation. The proposed research will be exploring challenges women face in leadership roles as compared to men. How do those challenges affect their job satisfaction? The intersectionality of race and gender affecting the job satisfaction, meaning the minority women who faces challenges as compared to white women in a leadership role, job satisfaction comparison of minority women versus white women, measuring of the effect of job satisfaction on job motivation. There is a theoretical framework around the challenges that women encounter in the workplace in the leadership roles is a discussion that can provoke controversy. Women have risen up to the leadership role despite endless roadblocks, but still face prejudice and usually thought of less competitive, less productive, and less capable of making serious decisions. Some of the challenges that women faces in leadership is when they try to climb up the career ladder, it is then apparent that sexism still exists in the workplace, gender bias remain a challenge in the workplace. For the leadership role, women who are recruited are also considered to relate to high-risk failure. The workforce is changing drastically worldwide. There are more diversity in the workplace now than ever, but the minority women in the leadership faces unique challenges as compared to white women. Structural racism plays its part. When confidence and skill level are seen in women of color, it provokes more outrage. The strong relationship between gender, race, and ethnicity and job quality is more pronounced in Black women as compared to white women. There are quite a few theories about challenges women faces in leadership roles and how it affects their job satisfaction. For example, they are being excluded from informal interactions or conversation, feeling underestimated by the managers, and being given fewer opportunities to speak up. Another issues women in leadership faces if they have families is regarding the job satisfaction and work-family conflict. Usually the general idea is managing work and family is more challenging for women than men. Minority women in leadership, their challenges and how it affect their job satisfaction. Women in ethnic minority groups are significantly more likely to be excluded from informal interaction, feel patronized, and receive disparaging or belittling comment about their race or ethnicity compared to those in their country's ethnic majority. This tied down to microaggression, which is a modern form of racism, where it is different from blatant act of hostility and discrimination, but expressed in covert form, indirectly vaguer, hence it is challenging to identify and prove this kind of racism. So the women in power, even in the leadership role, they experience this kind of microaggression attitude and which affect their job satisfaction. From gender challenges to race challenges, how it affect on job satisfaction and how it can predict the job motivations. Motivation can be one of the most critical means of shaping job satisfaction and influencing employee performance. Women continue to face obstacles in promotion, compensation, and opportunity, leaving inequality, higher burnout, and lower motivation. We are focusing on the two independent variable for this case study. Number one is gender, because we are trying to compare the job satisfaction of female leaders as compared to the male leaders. The second one is race, as we are compared the white women in the leadership positions, their job satisfaction as compared to minority women in the leadership positions. The dependent variables are job satisfaction and motivations. Aim of the research is that we will be exploring and compare the job satisfaction level of white women in leadership roles as compared to women of color in leadership roles and how it impacts their job motivation. We will be testing three hypotheses. Work environment impact women in leadership roles and decrease job satisfaction in women more than men. Hypothesis 2. Work environment impact job satisfaction for women of color more than Caucasian women. Hypothesis 3. Job satisfaction predicts job motivation. The study revolves around the results of survey questionnaire and analyze the quantitative measurement. And it starts with the participant. The participants are contacted through word of mouth and online platforms such as Facebook, Group of Professional Women, and LinkedIn. All the participants are employed. Ideally, there are 120 currently employed working in entry-level and mid-level management position. Women who are working in the corporate world, including hospitals, financial institutions, the information technology sector, human resources, and consulting agencies. I am seeking to recruit 60 white women in leadership, 60 minority women, Black, American, Hispanic, Asian, and South Asian, participants who are residing in the tri-state area, participants who are 30 and above. The material that we will be using is the recruitment script, having them understand the concept of the study and what the study aimed to explore, the demographic questionnaire about their level of management position, their ethnicity, where they're residing, and the other questions. Survey link, informed consent, debriefing statement, email for open questions and concern. The procedure involves participant women in leadership role who are willing to take part in research study after reading the recruitment script, explaining the purpose of the study and what it is aiming to explore, followed by the survey link in a Google form. The survey will be up 24/7 and deadline to complete is 4 weeks. The survey will take 20 to 30 minutes to complete. Survey will measure gender-related challenges, race-related challenges, job satisfaction scale, motivation-related scale. The plan of analysis to measure the gender-related job satisfaction, as women leadership already have a lot of challenges in order to reach the leadership opportunity. But another issue is the race-related job satisfaction. So there are many studies that suggested minority women encounter even more roadblocks in order to get to the leadership positions. And the impact of job satisfaction on job motivation and how it is very closely related to turnover intention as well. We will be using two one-way ANOVAs for our plan of analysis. ANOVA is performed to compare the effect of independent variable on dependent variable. ANOVA can reveal that there was or was not a statistically significant difference in dependent variable between at least two groups. So the first ANOVA the independent variable is gender. So we will be presenting one-way ANOVA with the bar graph where the gender will be horizontally on the x-axis and the job satisfaction will be vertically on the y-axis. To understand the data, we can compare the height of the bar with gender after inserting our values on SPSS and analyzing the p-value. If it's less than 0.5, then ANOVA is significant. The second one-way ANOVA, the independent variable is race. And so we will be test and compare the height of bar graph with different categories of races on x-axis, for example, white, Caucasian, Black American, Asian, South Asian, and Hispanic. And the job satisfaction will be on the y-axis. So again, the height of the bar can compare the job satisfaction on the second ANOVA. To test our third hypothesis about job satisfaction predict job motivation, we will be using the linear regression. The impact of job satisfaction, which is the independent variable, on the motivation, which is the dependent variable, will be analyzed by regression analysis and will be visually displayed in a scatter plot as it is displayed on the right. With the regression analysis, you can use a scatter plot to visually inspect the data to see whether X and Y are linearly related. On the x-axis, it will be job satisfaction, and the y-axis will have motivation. We can also draw the linear regression line over the scatter plot as the horizontal red line shows. Thank you so much for your time and listening to my presentation.